My name is Valentine Mokpa-Ben-Nachebe. I'm the program manager for Tailor-Made Foundation. We're here today for Hilary Ikechukwu Emerole's burial. Hilary was murdered, and we, the Tailor-Made Foundation, stepped in to make sure that his hospital bills were paid and for his body to be released after staying months in the mortuary. Today, we sponsored majority of the burial that was done today. And on behalf of Tailor-Made Foundation, we say may his gentle soul rest in peace.
After months of grief, uncertainty, and financial struggle, Hilary Toddson has finally been laid to rest in his hometown. Hilary's story first made headlines about 5 months ago, around October last year, when reports surfaced that the young man had been thrown down from a story building at a hotel in Perako. According to early accounts, he was allegedly attacked because he was perceived to be gay. The circumstances surrounding his death shocked many people. It was described as a brutal and senseless act. What began as another ordinary day ended in tragedy. But the pain did not stop there. After he was rushed to the hospital, Hilary eventually passed away from his injuries. However, instead of his family being able to mourn and bury him immediately, another crisis began. The hospital reportedly refused to release his body due to unpaid medical bills. The outstanding balance was said to be between 3 and 4 million naira. An amount far beyond what his family could afford. For months, his remains stayed in the mortuary. His mother and relatives were left in emotional limbo, grieving, yet unable to give him a proper farewell. For families in such situations, the trauma is doubled. Not only are they mourning the loss of a loved one, but they are also battling financial pressure and institutional policies that prevent closure. Questions naturally arose. What happens to bodies when families cannot afford medical bills? How long can hospitals legally hold remains? Would the body eventually be released? Would it be abandoned? These uncertainties only deepened the sorrow. Then help came. The Tailor-Made Foundation stepped forward. Valent, the program manager of the foundation, publicly confirmed that they intervened in the case. The organization paid off the outstanding hospital bills to ensure Hilary's body would finally be released. They also sponsored the majority of the funeral arrangements. After months in the mortuary, Hilary's remains were finally handed over to his family. His mother was able to see her son one last time. His friends, schoolmates, colleagues, and supporters gathered in his hometown for the burial. For many of them, it was not just a funeral, it was a moment of solidarity. A moment to show that despite the controversy surrounding his lifestyle, he was loved. However, reports from blogs and attendees claimed that during the funeral, some members of his community allegedly sang songs celebrating his death because of how he died. That development stirred emotions online. It was a painful reminder that even in death, prejudice can persist. Yet, despite that, many people showed up. Many mourned sincerely. Many stood by his family. As of now, there have been no widely confirmed updates regarding arrests or prosecutions connected to his death. There were reports that certain organizations might be assisting authorities in tracking down those responsible, but official updates remain limited. And that raises another concern. In many violent crime cases, public outrage is intense at first. Social media discussions trend. Calls for justice are loud. But as weeks turn into months, attention fades. The world moves on. For families, however, the pain does not fade. Hilary's case also highlights a broader and recurring pattern: individuals meeting people, often through online platforms, in unfamiliar locations such as hotels, only for those meetings to turn violent. This pattern has affected many people across different backgrounds: men, women, straight, gay, young, old. In some cases, victims are beaten and robbed. In others, they are filmed and blackmailed. Some survive. Some do not. The issue is not limited to identity or orientation. It is a larger problem involving criminal setups, exploitation, greed, and violence. Hilary's death became part of that troubling narrative. While his life was cut short, his story sparked conversations about safety, prejudice, and accountability. Now, at the very least, he has been laid to rest. His family finally has a grave to visit. a place to mourn, a place to remember. But the unanswered questions remain. Who was responsible? Will justice be served? Will similar tragedies be prevented? For now, what remains is a painful lesson about caution, about societal judgment, and about the need for accountability. Hilary Todson's story is one of tragedy, but also one of the kindness of strangers who stepped in when his family could not carry the burden alone. May his soul rest in peace. And may justice not be forgotten.